Hey friends, welcome to this video. And as I promised you in my earlier videos, I'm going to make these videos very, very engaging for you. So today I have a picture for you to show. So look at this picture on your screen and tell me if you can guess this person who this is. So take a look at this person. So if you guessed it right, you are right. This person's name was Dr. Viktor Frankl from Austria. Now, I want to give this example of being proactive to all of you because in the last video, we talked about being proactive. So this is a real example I want to share with you. So Dr. Frankl was imprisoned in the death camps in Nazi Germany, and he suffered many, physical tortures, a lot of indignities to him. So one day he was wondering, he was alone inside a room, and he was wondering that there are a lot of things happening to me. There are these, physical tortures that are happening to me, but there must be something inside of me that can help me in these situations. So he began to think about it. He began to ponder about it. Then in that process, he began to become aware of that power inside of him, power inside of himself. This power, this ability is to become self-aware. Now, when I say self-aware, it means becoming aware of your mind, becoming aware of the thoughts that are going on in your mind, becoming aware of the emotions that are going on in your mind. And second ability is also to be a self-observer, to observe oneself. So these two abilities are very critical. And he began to understand these, in a great detail. So he said that, these other people can do whatever they want to his outside environment. They can do whatever they want to his body. But how he wants to feel is ultimately in his control. Now, he also realized that his basic identity was intact. Now, between whatever happened to him and the way he responded, he began to realize that there is a space between what is happening to him and the way he is responding. So he realized that power inside of him to begin to respond in a better way. Now, related with this, I want to share with you two quotes. One is from Gandhi. He said once, "No one can take away your respect unless you give it to them." Similarly, Eleanor Roosevelt said, "Nothing can make you feel inferior without your consent." So in the next slide, we'll just take a look at how to expand this space. So in this picture, what you see is stimulus, that is anything that is happening to you in your life. It is an event, maybe at home, maybe at work, anywhere outside. A response is the way you respond to that situation. And imagine yourself standing in these between lines. You are standing there, and I want you to start beginning to become more and more aware of that power inside of you that has been given to you, not only you, all the human beings, as a gift. So this is the power we are talking about. So Viktor Frankl said, between stimulus and response lies a space. In that space lies your power and your freedom to choose a response. And in those choices lie your happiness and growth. So this is the statement he made. Now let's think practically about this. How to expand this space. So one of the very practical ways I have thought about, I have used it personally in my life, is in any situation. Maybe there is a challenging situation at work. Maybe you are in a meeting and boss said something and you just started feeling so upset, so disappointed, so angry. And that is the point. When you start to realize, you first hit the pause button and say, hey, let me think about this. You hit the pause button, you take few deep breaths and examine the whole situation with a very calm mind. This is the idea I want to share with you, that, a very regular daily practice of, let's say, 5 minutes, not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes of being in a state of non-doing and focusing on your breath. Why focusing on your breath? I will give you three practical reasons for that. We have heard this in, mindfulness trainings and meditation trainings. Focus on your breath. But why focus on your breath? Number one reason, it is inside of you. So you start becoming more and more aware of what is happening inside of you. Okay, breathing happens inside your nose. Second, it is there is a physical sensation of the breathing. When you breathe in, there is a maybe, lukewarm air, warm air, whatever the temperature is, you feel that temperature. So it's a physical sensation. It helps you to become more aware. And the third reason is that This thing, breathing, it is constantly changing. You breathe in through your nose and then you breathe out. So it's a constant change, which also helps us to become more aware. So that's why spending 5 minutes daily focusing on your breath, I also can call this as a state of non-doing, where you are completely away from your mobiles, you're in a room and focusing on what's happening inside of you. So this simple practice can help you to strengthen your space building muscles. It can help you to expand this space. And the more and more you become aware of this power inside of you, better and better you are going to feel and better actions you are going to take. Now, think about it. Any new habit that we want to form, right? Like I told you about 5 minutes a day, do this. Any new habit, does it come into reality without practice? Think about brushing your teeth. Think about swimming. Think about riding a motorcycle, driving a vehicle. You had to practice. You had to keep on doing it until it became a subconscious habit. So in any given situation, first we need to become aware of the natural response, which we can also call as system one response. And once you become aware of that, what are my thoughts, what are my feelings, how do I feel about this situation, how do I feel about this person? Now you can think about what is a better response to give, what is a well thought out response to give. So friends, becoming aware of this space can really, make us aware of what power we have inside of us. And it can also help us to boost our confidence.